Okay, roll a religion check.
I got a 17.
With a 17, you hear a message from the universe. There are no rules in space, so buckle the hell up. Viewer discretion is advised.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Dungeons and Deepspace, everyone. It is so good to see you, hear you all again, or have you hear us, whatever. I am Branson Plunk. I am your Dungeon Master. And with me, I have my co-hosts, Mitch Woodson.
What up?
Ashleigh Smith.
Hello.
Nate Rivard.
How you doing?
And ... dash to ... dash.
Hello. Dash.
Dash.
No.
You know, it's a really good thing I learned Morse code in the 10 minutes in between last session and this session, just so I can communicate with you, T.
That's how we will be exclusively communicating. You know, the
Dash
next
to ... dash.
dash. Are you ready to blow your brains out? Because I am.
Yeah, I just did. That noise you just heard was me actually tearing my eyes.
I'm
and
gonna
my
get
ears
more
off my
annoying.
body.
This just in. 5 people across the country found dead after ears melted from terrible podcast.
Yes.
Or it's like an infinite jest thing where it's like so perversely excellent and beautiful that every time anyone who hears the podcast just gets killed.
There's actually a Monty Python version of that where essentially someone wrote a joke that's so funny it kills anyone who understands it. And so there's a bunch of joke scientists who work for the British government, and they weaponize the joke against the German people.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
cool.
You just gave me an idea for this session. I'll
yeah.
keep it in my
All
back
right,
pocket,
and
though.
we start session. You are a group of 4 English soldiers on a battlefield. You have a German joke that you don't understand. And what do you do?
How far am I from the German?
Das Fuß.
69 feet.
I tell the joke.
Use my dash.
I die.
Yeah, I die. Okay.
Wow, what a great session. I
Yeah.
loved it so
All right.
much.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll catch you again next week. Last session, our heroes had taken a little short rest and discussed among themselves and Miss Mittens on how they planned on getting inside the Goblin complex. They decided to split the party, the ladies to the right and the guys plus Miss Mittens to the left. After some wonderful sneaking work on Tat and Meera's part, they hid behind sand
Correct.
dunes, and Tat was able to throw a firebolt at the dry wood wall, rolled pretty well under damage, and caused a distraction as the right side of the complex started catching on fire. Kyle and Hogarth made their way over to the left side in order to clear an area to get a boost and jump on. The ladies met them on the other side, hopped on the wall, and made a dash to the inside of the complex, all while breaking, burning, and destroying the walls behind them, as well as leaving a big mess for the goblins that were chasing them to clean up. They ended last session entering what appeared to be a small break room for the goblin guards. There are a couple lockers, but no chests. A small table with a couple chair sets that look like, they were made for goblins, as well as like a couple of like half-empty like mugs of ale and such. But yeah, you hear madness and chaos going on outside, and then from inside, further in the complex, you hear a shout. You heard a shout saying, "It's time to find and kill the intruders," and that's where we are now.
I'd like to see them fucking try.
Do you think we're the intruders, or are they like looking for someone
No,
else?
we are 100% the intruders. Yeah, I think we
just
just
figured
killed
we-
some guys.
No, we're definitely the intruders.
I mean, look, there is some chance that there's another infiltration
my
party
God.
that's also somewhere in the compound.
The law of large numbers says it could happen. Okay. That being said, I think we should prepare ourselves to be the intruders.
I think we should intrude on them by running at the voice. That way he'll expect them to come to us and he'll think, okay, they're going to run away. But if we run towards him, he'll be caught off guard. Or she,
Listen,
I'm not going to assume.
I'm for anything that's going to get us to these ships as fast as possible.
The ships...
Well, there's really only one direction for
Deal.
us to go, right? I mean, we kind of slammed the door behind us because we were being chased, so we need to go further into the compound.
Forward.
I think the one thing we should all prepare ourselves for is if this voice does end up being a deal-making hag, we should be prepared to not make anything that could even approximate a deal with this hag.
Cool.
Just as a word of caution, we should not agree, disagree, barter, bargain, etc., etc.
With the hag.
Well, with any goblin or goblin-like entity within this area. The only deals we make are among
I hear what you're
ourselves.
saying.
You know, I think we should just be cautious about the words we use, and I look directly at Brother Kyle for that.
Hey, I've already taken a vow of silence when I'm among strangers. I'm taken care of.
Bird noises only.
Bird noises only.
You know what? Meera has a thought about what was just said by her wizard friend about how... is she inferring that a goblin could be the hag disguised as a goblin?
No, I'm just inferring that we don't exactly know what the hag looks like, so we should just be cautious about...
So what Meera starts thinking is, could the hag disguise herself as a goblin? And or anything else? Could the hag be disguised as anything else? I don't know if I'd need to roll insight for that, or...
Yeah, Meera, go ahead and roll me a nature check.
You really hate this cat, don't you?
22.
A
nat 20, actually.
Oh, wow. Yeah, with a nat 20. So you have not had, like, any direct interactions with hags ever. That being said, obviously, this is not the only moon that has a hag on it in the entire known universe. You would have heard stories about how different hags kind of have different abilities. Hags are kind of essentially like witches, but a hag's environment kind of has more to do with what they're able to do as opposed to like what they learn. Does that make sense? So like a sand hag would have kind of like sand related abilities, or like a sea hag would have like sea related abilities, right?
So this is a lawyer hag? She grew up in a law firm?
Yeah, so this is a contracts attorney hag. She went to Duke and won't shut up about it. But yeah, so Meera, you would have an idea that like they're kind of unpredictable about what they're able to do, but you would also know that their environment has a big impact on that. Does that make sense?
So just a word of caution as we move forward, I guess.
Okay.
No new deals. Let's move our way towards the voice, I guess. All in favor?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put it out there right away. I'm holding an action to either throw my dagger or shoot my short bow if anything kind of comes in our way.
Okay, so you just if like something like pops up in front of you, you just have like something ready to go.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, as we start moving, I'm gonna cast minor illusion of a audio sound of like feet, like multiple sets of feet running out the door, and then the door slamming.
Like small feet?
No, like alien-sized feet. Like intruder-sized feet. Like I'm gonna make it sound like we're
to give the impression that we're going the other way.
Back out the door. Yeah.
That's rather smart.
Yes.
Okay. So for minor illusion as an illusion wizard, do you have to roll anything for that, or is it just me rolling investigation on everyone who's like trying to figure it out?
Let me double check. It's a intelligence investigation check against the spell save DC. And for a creature that discerns what the illusion is, the illusion becomes faint. But it doesn't like break to anyone else, and the spell save is 14.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. Tat, you cast that illusion, and everyone around, just because everyone around knows what's up, you know,
it just sounds very
it sounds like, you know, footsteps of about your size going the opposite direction and closing the door. But I am gonna make an investigation check just for like any goblins who may or may not be in the area.
Yeah, no worries.
And I'm not going to tell you what they rolled. So, so the 4 of you plus Miss Mittens are in this room. Miss Mittens walks out of Hogarth's ear.
Roll for waxiness.
Oh, that's a good point. Ooh, okay. She rolled an 18 on wax, so she must have went in the other ear that you did not clean as well as your other one. Miss Mittens is like just covered in fucking wax.
So she's flammable at this point, is what I'm hearing.
Ooh, like that.
Is earwax?
Shit,
Is earwax
earwax
flammable?
is flammable. Yes,
That never occurred
I'm
to
not
me.
doing anything with that right now. I just want to.
earwax is highly flammable.
Okay.
You are
I just
right.
wanted the record to show that she's flammable.
Emphasis on right now, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Miss Mittens gets out of Hogarth's ear and immediately she starts like trying to clean herself and she goes, "Ugh, Hogarth, when's the last time you cleaned your ears?"
I stress wax whenever we're in combat.
Ugh. She rolls her eyes and says, "Okay, what do we want to do? Do we want to look around? Do we want to see what these guys had in their lockers? Do we want to head on? What do we want to
Do
do?"
the lockers appear to be locked, or are the doors just closed?
You take a look at them. You can see that they're like locked very haphazardly. Like it would be an athletics check to like bust them open, or like Meera could use her thieves' tools, but the DC is not very high.
Meera, do you care to look inside
Let's
these?
bust some lockers.
Mira's got a one-track mind to get to her new ship.
Okay.
So.
Well then,
Okay.
Can I punch one?
yeah. Hogarth is gonna bust open a random locker.
Okay. Kyle, are you doing the same?
Yeah, I want to punch one too.
Okay. Both of you give me athletics checks.
Yeah, a 10.
I got a 10.
A 10.
Oh, wait, no. 8 plus 4 is 12. I got a 12.
Okay. DC was 9, so you guys both punch in the lockers. Hogarth, so you open the door, you open the locker door. Inside, you find personal belongings, a scimitar, some kind of like worn leather boots. But you also find 12 silver
Bitchin'.
and 3 gold coins.
Bitch.
Nice.
Kyle, the one you see, it has 0 things in it, except on the very top shelf, you see a bandana that looks like it could be worn as like a little hat, like a little bandana hat. You grab the bandana and you take a look at it. You see that there are kind of stitched in it. There are pictures of rats, bats, and frogs on this bandana.
So what you're telling me is it's a really cool bandana.
It looks dope. That being said, Tat, can I have you give me an Arcana check?
As soon as I figure out what my Arcana modifier is, yeah, okay. I'm like, oh, like this bandana looks super fashionable. I got a 13.
A 13. Tat, you recognize this as a hat of vermin.
Oh my god. So I'm gonna pull Brother Kyle off to the side, and I'm gonna say, Brother Kyle, I want you to be real cool about this, but that bandana you just found can conjure various vermins. Vermi?
Vermin.
Vermin is
Vermin.
both singular and plural.
So you should be cautious about willing any frogs, bats, or rats to your person while wearing this bandana. Just be cool about it. Don't think too hard about like, oh, I want 3 frogs or something like that while you're wearing the bandana. You catch my drift?
Well, if we're hungry, I can get some bats.
Ugh.
I'm not eating bats, but
That's
yes.
fucking disgusting.
That's literally
Yeah.
how.
Welcome back to Dungeons in Deepspace, where we are currently in week 15 of our pandemic cosplay series brought on by our characters eating bats.
Yeah. Yes, Brother Kyle, if you needed to, you could eat the bats, but I would recommend eating the frogs instead. It's a delicacy on my
I
planet.
think frogs would be the go-to before bats.
Well,
Yeah. Frogs are delicious. Are you kidding me?
Space God.
But
What's up?
I am going to ignore Tat, and I'm going to take it in my hands and put it around my head, like Danny in the Karate Kid.
Okay. You now have a sick bandana on your head.
Yes. But I immediately remember that I cannot wear any other clothing and rip it off in disgust. I look at my party members and say, do any of you guys want this? I forgot my religious beliefs for half a second there.
Oh my fucking God.
okay, wait. So you worship a cat god. You're not allowed to carry any form of currency.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to wear any form of garb other than your religious vestments.
That's canon from the first episode.
That is. Miss Mitten says, Kyle, I think your religion might be ridiculous.
Yeah, well, it gives you these super sick fists. Argue with those.
I take the vermin bandana and I kind of tie it around the, like, hair, like, approximation I have. But the, various tendrils are still going all over the place. The bandana's not doing a very good job. But it looks sick.
It does. It looks really cool. Tena, I think you already know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I'll explain it to the audience, but this is essentially a magic item where you can use your action to expend one of the charges on it and speak a command word that summons your choice of bat, frog, or a rat. The summoned creature magically appears in the hat and tries to get away from you as quickly as possible.
Cool. And the max charges is 4, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
I keep going. Let's keep going.
After this predicament, I start to heavily think about my religious beliefs and whether or not they're all a lie. But
give me a religion check, Kyle.
A wisdom saving throw.
He rolls a nat 20 and realizes his religion is stupid. He gives up.
Wait, what is the modifier for this? Religion? And I'm proficient in religion. I have a +3.
Yeah.
Let's see. A 6.
A 6?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean your beliefs still hold up. You're fine.
Sick.
Like these people are being like really rude by like pointing out things that like
make no sense.
Not yet. I mean, they're being really rude when they say like there's nothing wrong with carrying currency on your person or like
It's why you get a slave to do it for you. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. So Kyle's religion says don't change your clothes, but slavery, A-okay.
Kyle, I do want to ask. In the first episode, you said you were wearing open-toed sandals. Mm-hmm. You still have those on, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to check. What are the rest of y'all doing?
I think we got to go through that other door, right, Captain Meera?
Absolutely.
All right, who's leading the charge?
Captain?
Me.
Hogarth-Rä right behind her.
Meera, tell me what you're gonna do.
I'm approaching this door, and I'm going to kind of creak it open first and see if I can peer through it, like the
Sure.
crack.
Give me a stealth check.
Here it comes, and 12.
Okay. Let me see what. Okay.
We die. We instant die.
Yeah. A Tarrasque pops up, kills you all instantly. Campaign
Awesome.
over.
I love it.
I'm sorry, I've already made that joke. You creak open the door, and you look around and see that this door actually opens up into like a huge center chamber. You see like a small stream kind of goes through the center of this room, there's like a small bridge over it, but on this, when the stream starts to like widen and you see like kind of far off, you can see that it goes off in like to the rest of the ocean on the inside the back of the complex. You see, and this is a floor below you. So essentially you're on this like big balcony that kind of borders this room. You look in the center and you see on the sand ground, you see this literally the fattest goblin you have ever seen, like a big pot belly sticking out of this breastplate. He holds a sword to his side. He has like a crooked crown hanging off one of his ears. He's shouting orders to 2 other goblins who are in the room just kind of listening to him. You see he sits upon a makeshift throne that's made out of like You can see part of it's made of like wheels from wagons. Part of it's made from silk from stolen goods. But this throne sits on top of hundreds of copper coins, tens of silver coins, and you see like a small pile of gold coins sitting right next to the throne. That is not the first thing that catches that is not the first thing that catches Meera's eye, though, because your eye instantly goes right behind the throne, and you see a six-legged ship. So if you're cool and follow us on Instagram, you would be able to see this on our Instagram. It was actually designed by my sister Cortland Plunk. She is very talented. She should be tagged on this, and you should follow her. But I'm going to go ahead and explain it. It very much looks like a wasp. It has 3 metal legs on both sides, so that's 6 legs in total. It does have these kind of like red wings on the back. Here, let me. It's in the game info channel.
Cool.
But
it hasn't come through to me yet.
Bingo.
There is a kind of bow sitting on the front, and kind of the figurehead sitting on the front of this ship is an iron wolf. You see at the front. You see at the very top a ballista that is kind of sitting on the very top of the ship. That being said, you can tell that this ship has seen better days. You see holes in the hull, a couple holes in the sails, a couple of the legs are broken. But you, with your knowledge of how the ships work and Tat's knowledge of the mending cantrip, you think it's nothing you couldn't put together in a couple hours.
Meera like smiles and she's like, "Hello, beautiful."
Meera, I think our first order of business though has to be getting rid of these goblins.
I don't think it's possible to seduce a ship. Just a heads up.
Oh, you've never tried.
How far away are we from these goblins right now? God.
So you are from the door frame. You are looking out. There's this balcony that goes all the way around this big chamber in the room. Chamber is about like 100 feet by 100 feet.
Yeah.
A solid square. But going down, it looks like it's about a 15-foot drop down onto the base level. But you can see there are like 2 or 3 sets of stairs varied throughout on the balcony to where you could get down without having to, jump and take 2d6 fall damage.
Oh, I was just trying to figure out the for a 30 feet spell range, how like far it was from the king.
Well, do you want to know the
that
Pythagorean theorem?
Yeah. Give it to me.
It's a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Okay. And is the goblin on the far side of the room
so the goblin is on the far side.
That's all my question was. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. From where you guys are, if you were like on the ground, the Goblin King would be 100 feet away from you.
Okay.
Excuse me. No, I
100 times square root 2.
Right.
Yeah, you're welcome.
At this point, Hogarth is just going math.
So he's 141 feet from us because he's on the diagonal.
You hear the Goblin King, is King Ark, barking orders at these goblins and says, "Now, I need you to tell the ones out there to get that fire quelmed and find the intruders in here. They can't get in here and get to my beautiful loot. They can't. Where are my bodyguards? Bring them in here."
Meera kind of like tries to get everyone's attention to pull, have a little powwow, if you would. And I say, I think our best bet is to try and get a sneak attack on all of them. So a surprise attack before we hit initiative. And we got to take all...
With all due respect, I also have Charm Person. And we could charm that king to tell his goblin... If you can get me close enough, we could tell the goblin to dismiss his followers, because we'd have advantage on all persuasion checks.
It does seem to be worth a shot.
I mean,
What happens though if it doesn't? What kind of save or that's not correct, but like
he has to be
What-
very wise in order to get out of the spell's effects, and if
He
it
doesn't
wasn't to
seem like the
work,
type.
then we go to your plan and just start stabbing
Okay.
people.
yes, my only thing is I say I want the Goblin King to be taken alive.
You want the Goblin King alive.
Why?
Yeah, so we can ask him about the hag.
That's smart. Let's he would if we can charm him and get him to leave, then he'll tell us what we need to know about the hag with
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool. Okay, so if that's the case, then we need to get within 30 feet of him without alerting his companions. Can we walk around the edge of the like that upper balcony, Charlie, to get closer to him stealthily?
If you do, you would have to do stealth checks.
Yeah, okay. I think then maybe, and I hesitate to say this, but perhaps the less stealthy members of the group should stay a little further away.
Hogarth.
So here's a suggestion. How about Brother Kyle and Hogarth? You position yourselves in a way that if this goes south and we can't charm him, that
Run
you're
down the
able
stairs.
to jump and make an attack of opportunity or to make an immediate
Okay.
attack.
So
I'm down for that.
where we should find some stairs that we can rush down.
Yeah, just so you can get to you
Okay.
know, the throes of battle
Makes sense.
quickly.
Okay.
Because the only, the wording is if you or your companions are fighting it, but it doesn't say if you or your companions are fighting the its companions. So that would be
That is correct. That is how that spell works.
Okay, so as long as you don't, so I relay this to Brother Kyle and Hogarth, and I basically just say, as long as you do not direct any strikes or attacks or unarmed strikes towards the Goblin King, then I can do this spell with its full effectiveness. So, if that's the case, then I think Meera and I should make stealth checks to get within 30 feet
Agreed.
of the king.
Okay.
They should
Okay.
make stealth checks to not
So-
have to take fall damage if they go down the stairs.
So Meera and Tat, the two of you are stealthily walking across the balcony to try and get a closer hit or a closer shot on King Ark. Can I get both of you to roll stealth checks, please?
Yes.
Fuck, I did really bad. I got a 5.
Okay.
It's okay.
I got a 14.
Okay. I'm going to roll perception.
Nat 1, baby.
Okay. The two of you are creeping your way across the balcony. And right as soon as you get within range of charm person, Tat just takes one wrong step. Just the loudest creak of wood, and you see all three of the goblins, King included, on the floor, look up. The King's...
Immediately I shout, now! And just like, don't give them a chance to do anything. I pull out my short bow and I aim for the Goblin King.
No, not the Goblin King.
I mean, I go for him non-lethally, so I'm going for like his knee
Oh my
or something.
god, but that ruins the charmed person. No, it's okay. I'm not saying anything.
But
Yeah,
they already
yeah.
know. They already know.
But it's not. Yeah. No, that's fine.
14.
You let an arrow fly, and it bounces off the Goblin King's chest piece. He points up and says, "There's the intruders! Get them now!" Tat, you have a second to cast a spell if you want.
Yeah.
You do know that Meera did not hit.
Yeah,
so
so no.
technically...
So technically, does that fall within our fighting it? Because we haven't yet.
Ooh.
I mean, just read because I think my
Yeah.
interpretation was even if it would miss. But I'm I'll just cast a different spell, if you
Hold on.
call
Let
that
me read
fighting.
it.
No worries.
You
Sorry
attempt
about
to
that.
charm. You attempt to charm a humanoid you see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. If it fails a saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends, until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows that it was charmed by you. Here's what I will let you do. If you can find a way to convince the king that you are not with Meera, I'll let you do it.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm gonna tackle Meera. Well, because it's just verbal somatic, so I can tackle Meera and cast Charm Person, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to quote grapple Meera.
Give me a deception check first.
Oh, I'm proficient in that. No, that's gonna end poorly, but
I'm gonna like
Can
let
she
her
help-
attack
can
me.
she help
Yeah,
me? I mean,
I'll have Meera.
Meera.
I'll have Meera give you the help action.
Okay, so I roll that. So I got a 7 on the first one, but then the second one...
He rolled a 15 on his insight.
Is a 23.
All right. So as you tackle Meera to the ground, you cast Charm Person on King Ark. You see him. What's the verbiage? Regards you as a friendly acquaintance. Okay. You see King Ark watch this, and he turns to the guards and says, "Get the archer! My friend up there is trying to keep them from attacking me. Get the archer! I need everyone to roll for initiative."
I guess it probably helps that she's a fire genasi, and the thing hurting them is a bunch of fire outside. I got a 9.
14.
19.
23.
Okay. Meera, you are quote unquote grappled by Tat right now. That being said, you see the two goblin bodyguards are readying their bows. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna feign to try to get her off, but I'm not obviously trying to hurt her.
Can I whisper meat shield towards her?
Yeah, you can use your reaction to do that if you
Okay,
want.
so I'm gonna whisper and I'm gonna say, what's the word? Human elf shield. And
Sure.
yeah, that'll be my reaction.
So does that allow me to I'm just trying to get up? Is that or
She
so are
can
you just
she
gonna
can
stay on
she
top?
can get up because I'm not actually grappling her.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get up and I'm acting like me and Tot are foes. I'm like, how dare you turn on me? And I turn and try to aim my short bow at one of the archers who's aiming at me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. There's one guy on the left and one guy on the right. Do you have a preference?
The left.
Go ahead.
Please. 18.
18. Yeah, your arrow flies and it hits this guy. Go ahead and roll to hit, or excuse me, roll for damage. You don't have sneak attack on this, by the way.
Correct. 10 damage.
Kill him anyway.
Yeah, it goes right through his throat.
Yeah, you let this arrow loose. It right as this goblin was about to try and take a shot at you, you see this arrow just pop through his throat. King Ark looks horrified and says, "No, the archer is killing you. No, get him, the other guard."
I'm gonna use my bonus action to do an offhand strike and throw my dagger at him.
Okay.
How far away is he?
He is a squared plus b squared, so
141 feet if he's on the diagonal from us.
Yeah, he's
Oh no, wait, we're within 30 feet.
Yeah, you're within 30 feet, so
30 times root 2 would be
30 times root.
I got it, Charlie.
Yeah, thanks.
Damn. This is a lot.
Is 42 feet.
Yeah, so you're raised, so you're 42 feet above this goblin.
Great. So that's so for my offhand strike, can I use a short bow?
No,
would that
it has to be
a dagger.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna throw my dagger.
All right.
At him. 22.
Which dagger are you throwing at him? The pirate emblem or the fire genasi emblem?
Oh God, my pirate emblem.
Okay.
Of course.
After taking a shot at the first goblin, you grab your dagger that has a burning sword, and emblem kind of at the center of it. You throw it at the other guard. It seems to be going right for him. Go ahead and roll for damage.
So it's just 4 damage.
You don't kill him, but you throw your dagger and it hits him in his arm. You hear a scream of pain out from this guy. He looks very bloodied at this point. Hogarth, you don't really have like a great view of what's going on over like Tat and Meera's side, but you can see what's going on. You see that there is one guard dead, another one bloodied. The king goblin has not been hit yet. What are you doing?
So I'm assuming by this point that we and Kyle are at the top of the stairs.
Yes.
So then how much movement would it take for me to run down the stairs?
I'm going to say 5 feet to just run down the stairs.
Yeah, so okay, then I'll run 5 feet down the stairs, and then I'll start closing the distance with the rest of my 25 feet.
Sounds good. You should be able to get like next to them in melee range next turn.
Okay, cool. And by that logic, I will throw a javelin at the remaining guard.
Roll to hit.
That's a dirty 20.
Roll for damage, my man.
There we go. That's 5 damage to my mans.
All right, spear this goblin.
It's definitely not quite as powerful as the long range ones from last sesh, but
sure.
Last episode even. Yeah, it just sort of like sails in an arc and kind of just picks him off, and he falls to the floor.
You see the last of his bodyguards fall to the ground. He looks pissed and has a very savage look in his eye. You actually see him start to foam at the mouth a little bit. Brother Kyle, you are up. You watched Meera and Hogarth take out the last couple of bodyguards. You see the king goblin is very like scatterbrained. He looks up and sees Tat as a friend, but Brother Kyle and
but Brother Kyle hasn't attacked, so Brother Kyle would still be
right. So he doesn't know what to think of you yet, but Meera and Hogarth are definitely considered enemies to him.
Okay. I'm trying to think. So Hogarth has a lot of health. I don't want to hurt the king because we need him alive. So can you explain the scenery? Because I've been trying to figure out where I am relative to the king this entire time.
I understand. Yeah. So you are at the top of the stairs on the balcony in the other end of the room. Essentially, you are, once you go down the stairs, you are 140.
No,
yeah.
He's 100 feet from...
You're 100 feet. If you go down the stairs, you're 100 feet from the Goblin King. If you stay where you are, it's like 145 feet, but that's purely because it's looking down and out.
Okay.
So like lengthwise, you're only like 100 feet away from him. But if you include like height.
I'm going to make a dash action going down the stairs toward him.
Okay. So you run 5 feet down the stairs, and with the rest of your 75 movement speed, you are now 25 feet from the front of the king.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. It is King Ark's turn. You see he has this crazy look in his eyes as his mouth is foaming. He says, "Where the hell are the rest of you? Get in here!" He's going to use his boss action, different than a legendary action. He's going to use his boss action. You see 3 like weakling-looking goblins come in, and they run right in front of the throne. There are now 3 weak-looking goblins who are standing right in front of the king. And then he is up. He is going to reach behind him to grab a javelin, which was sitting at the edge of his throne. And he looks between Meera and Hogarth, and he says, "Fine, I'll deal with you." And he grabs the javelin and throws it at Meera. Meera, you have a javelin attack coming your way. That's a 19 to hit. This
that really
javelin
hits. It really does.
Flies up over the rafters, and you are going to take 5 piercing damage from this thing.
That gave me a big owie.
After the king's turn, we are up to Tat.
Okay.
You are up.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the king, and I'm gonna try and persuade him. I'm gonna say, King Ark, I come here in an attempt to save your life from these intruders. The man in front of you, and I kind of gesture towards Brother Kyle, is my compatriot, but I am afraid he is mute and stupid, so he will only listen to me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of give Brother Kyle the look of like, vow of silence, dude.
Go with it. That's funny.
And I'm gonna say, we're here to save your life, so... And then I'm gonna cast... I'm gonna try and, quote, grapple Meera again, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. You make a half-ass attempt to grapple Meera. As you say that, go ahead and give me an inception check. No, a deception check at advantage.
For the Brother Kyle thing?
Yeah, for the Brother Kyle thing.
Okay. My first one was a 19, and my second one was a 15. I'll take the 19.
Okay, yeah, with a 19, you're going to see the king go up to you and says, "Fine, I believe you. What? As long as you can get these intruders out and these assassins out of here, that's all that matters to me. Deal with the archer, and I'll have tell your mute and stupid friend to deal with this giant barbarian running towards me."
Okay. So I'm gonna look at Brother Kyle and I'm gonna say, Brother Kyle, like, get him out of here. And just leave it at that.
After that, we are up to the 3 minions. The minions are going to... one is going to step out and make an attack at Hogarth. The rest are going to hold their actions to defend the king. You see they have like little bitty shields that like would not be enough to defend like their own person, but like would be enough to like step out and like, block an attack. Hogarth, you have one attack coming your way. And that is a 21 to hit.
Let me check and see if that hits.
Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah, so these this little goblin is going to run up towards you. He has you see a rusty short sword being held by this guy.
Damn it, I might have to roll fucking Constitution to see if I get tetanus from this shit.
Tetanus?
No, I'm not that mean. But he runs up towards you and he does 3 slashing damage with his little rusty sword.
Oh, fuck you, little boy.
Meera, you are up. Tat has fake grappled you again. Kyle is down there. The king has summoned more minions. What are you going to do?
How many minions are there?
There are 3. 2 look like they're protecting the king. Like if you tried to make a shot at the king, you would have disadvantage. But there is one more who is just straight in front of Hogarth.
Okay. So I gently, and I make it look like I like push Tat off of me to get up and aim my short bow at the goblin who's attacking Hogarth.
Okay. Roll to hit.
And 17.
A 17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Mm-hmm. Now is he engaged with Hogarth?
He is. This would count as a sneak attack. Good call.
Yum. Okay, so here comes the first bit of damage. That and then plus, so that's gonna be 11 damage.
All right, kill him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a really classic through the neck.
You shoot this guy through the neck. He falls down dead instantly. Hogarth no longer has to worry about that guy in front of him. Yeah, that's the end of your turn, correct? Or is there anything else you need to do?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to make a dash to go up to the dude who I threw the dagger into his forehead.
All right, are you just gonna take a jump off the balcony, or are you gonna run down the stairs?
How high is the balcony?
It's 15 feet.
Would I have to roll acrobatics or something?
Tell you what, I'll let you roll in acrobatics to take half fall damage if you pass.
I'll just take the stairs.
Okay. So at that point, if you take the stairs, you won't be able to like get right up next to him, but you would be enough to move there on your movement speed next turn.
That's fine.
Hogarth, you are up. You saw Meera shoot an arrow through the weakling goblin who is in front of you. There are now 2 minions who are like in protective stances around the king right now. What do you want to do?
How far am I from the minions / king?
30 feet.
I'm gonna run up to them hoes, and I'm gonna whip out my great axe, which is quite nice. It's great. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to whack him.
Who?
I guess the first minion that's closer to me. An 8.
An 8. You swing your great axe, and the minion is able to use his small shield to just push your great axe out of the way. That is a miss, but you are still right up in the thick of things right now.
Right on.
You have a bonus action if you want to use it.
No, I'm alright.
Up next is Brother Kyle. You are, 20 feet in front of Hogarth, the 2 minions, and the Goblin King. What are you gonna do?
I don't know, because I'm kind of confused here, because apparently I now have to act stupid, not just
Not
mute.
stupid, you just don't talk.
No, you said I was dumb and
That's
mute.
fair.
So,
I said you listened to me, though.
That's
So you're
true.
clearly not that dumb. Like, you're just not...
But I don't want to make an
I was-
intelligent decision, and then he's
Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
"Oh, it's all farce." So, how many are on Hogarth right now? 2?
There 2, 3 if you include the king.
Okay, and one of them's already dead because Meera killed him. Right?
That was there used to be 3 minions, and now there's only 2.
Okay. I really don't know what I have to lose by not listening to Tena. So, okay, here's what I do. I'm gonna go up. I'm going to use my movement speed to go up to Hogarth. I'm going to tackle him and put myself on top of him, acting like a meat shield.
Hogarth, are you going along with this?
I'm gonna go with Hogarth is surprised and kind of just gets knocked aside. Like, I don't think we go all the way to the ground, but just sort of gets like knocked a couple of feet by the incoming Brother Kyle.
I'm asking, are you resisting the grapple?
Yeah, but like not with the sort of vigor that you would with like try to resist a usual grapple. Just more like a whoa, okay, wasn't expecting that kind of resistance.
Oh, okay, sure. So you're not. So I'm not going to make you roll an opposed athletics check. So Brother Kyle kind of like drapes himself over Hogarth's back as he, kind of tries to meat shield against the ones around him. Brother Kyle, do you have anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, I think that's it. I don't know what else I'd do.
Okay. The Goblin King is up next. He is going to look at his minions and he says, "When I say attack, you attack, damn it!" Both of the minions that are still alive are going to make morale checks. And one of them passes, so since Brother Kyle is draping himself over Hogarth, the one minion who passed his morale check is going to get an attack from that rusty short sword. Brother Kyle, you have 2 damage coming your way.
Thank you.
That's what I meant. Up next is the Goblin King. He is going to kind of step forward, not in front of his minions, but enough to where he can get an attack in. Ark is going to make an attack towards Kyle as well. But he rolled a 4, so that's going to miss. After that is Tat. So, Tat, you have Meera broke out of another fake grapple. Kyle is doing a fake grapple on Hogarth. You see that Kyle got hit by the minions. It's kind of a shit show right now. What are you going to do?
Okay, I'm gonna say, Your Honor, I will charm both of these assassins to stand down, and I'm gonna pretend to charm person at a 2nd level spell, which is not a spell slot I have, and I cannot charm 2 people at once, and I'm gonna say, abracadabra, charm person, and I'm gonna pretend to charm person, and I'm gonna hope Hogarth and Meera catch my drift. And I'm going to cast my hands out towards them like I'm holding them in my grasp, and I'm a very powerful, intimidating wizard.
Give me a deception check at advantage, please.
Okay.
Come on.
That's an 11 for the first, and a 22 for the second.
Hell yeah.
King Ark says, thank you, wizard. You really are helping us out here. Okay, if you can get them charmed, we can get rid of these infiltrators.
Well, and then I'm going to quickly say, do not attack them until I give you my blessing to do so, because otherwise they will become hostile again. And I'm going to then use my movement to descend down the stairs towards the king and my supposedly charmed allies. I'm not going to get all the way there. I'm just going to walk towards, walk down the stairs.
The king is gonna look very not sure about this. Says, I don't know. They're literally trying to kill me. Are you sure that I didn't even see them make saves or anything like that? Or are you sure this works?
If it doesn't, then they will fall on attacking me first because I was the one to charm them.
Okay.
Give him a pinky promise.
Minions, go ahead and stand down this round, I guess. It is the minions' turn. They're gonna look at their king. You can see they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, Your Highness? What's going on?" But they are going to hold their actions.
Okay.
Meera, you are up. What are you doing?
Mira's gonna act like she puts her hands to her head, like, oh my god, someone's coming in my head, and then she's gonna drop onto one knee and just kind of fall mute.
Okay, give me a deception check at advantage.
Yeah, and she'll turn to Tat and kind of almost yes, master. Not really like that, but she's charmed. She's charmed by Tat.
Tat's a friendly acquaintance.
You said at advantage, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so here's one.
Oh
12.
no.
12. Is that the best you got?
That's the best I got.
You're gonna see the king say, "Wizard, I'm not sure if the charm actually worked on that one. I don't feel really good. I think you know what? Minion, attack her."
And I'm gonna now just go, that was worth a shot, and then go and pull my rapier on the minion in front of me.
Okay, roll to hit.
10.
A 10 misses. He uses his tiny shield to throw your sword off of him.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to do an offhand strike with my other dagger that I have not thrown.
Okay.
26. Actually, it's a nat 20, so.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, yeah. Roll damage on this guy. This is just the minion, right?
Yeah. 7 damage.
All right, kill this minion.
Yeah, I slit his throat.
Yeah, you slit this guy's throat right in front of you. You see King Ark go, oh my God, yeah, that didn't work at all. Yeah, okay. Not to say that, I doubt your casting skills as a wizard, but I don't think that worked at all. Hogarth, you are up. You have Brother Kyle draped around your back. There is a minion in front of you, behind which is the king himself.
Gonna try to crush the, not crush, but axe the minion. That's a 19.
Nice.
19 hits. Roll for damage.
Hell yeah. That's going to be 10 damage.
Kill this guy.
Yeah, there's just a big soupy thump sound as the axe comes down and just sort of splits him.
Okay. You split this little minion goblin in half, and he just is dead on impact. Brother Kyle, you're still draped around Hogarth's back. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna get off him. So there's no minions left, correct?
The only guy left is the king.
Yeah, I'm done acting like this. I'm gonna punch him.
No.
Roll to punch.
Yes.
Non-lethally.
I'll hold back. Well, we'll do one punch. I just want to show him who's.
I mean, you can
boss.
still do it. You just have to say you're doing it non-lethally.
You would just say whenever you would do damage, you would just tell me if it's non-lethal.
Oh,
damage.
I'm gonna do
so
two
you
of them,
can.
then. I'm gonna slap the hell out of him.
I love that you have to specify non-lethal punching.
Wait, it's 2d20s. Okay.
Could be some serious punches.
Oh man, I missed both of them. I got a nat 1 and a 5.
Yeah, you try and throw 2 punches at this goblin, and they just bounce off of his chest plate. You see that right underneath his breastplate, you see his pot belly jiggles as you do that.
So the charm's broken now, right?
Yes, the charm is now
Just
broken.
making sure. Okay.
It is now the King Goblin's turn. He is going to look around and say, wait a minute. I know there's more of you in here. Get the hell in here! You see from the sides that... God damn it. You see from the sides that 2 more minions show up. They are still about 30 feet away, so they can't do anything just yet, but on their next turn, they will be within melee range. Now it is the King's turn. He is going to try and take a swing at Hogarth because he can tell he is the scarier-looking one. He rolls a 16.
Hits.
He swings his scimitar at you and does 5 slashing damage.
Diggity damn.
After that, we have Tat. You saw your spell has just failed. You see that there are now 2 more minions entering the battlefield, and the king has not taken a hit yet, and he looks pissed. What do you want to do?
Okay. Seeing that the spell has ended, are those 2 minions next to each other, or are they separate?
They are next to each other.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm gonna cast Ice Knife at the left one.
Okay. That's a roll to hit on him.
Which is a 13 to hit.
A 13 hits. Their AC is 12.
Okay, cool. So then he takes 3 damage, and then him and the guy next to him both need to make dex saving throws.
4 and a 2.
Okay, so they both fail, so they both take 5 damage. The one takes 8, and the other one takes 5 damage.
Tat-Orata, kill both of them.
Oh, yay. Seeing that the spell has unfortunately failed, and kind of in a last, desperate thing, trying to get the minions out of the way, I, fling my hand to the left, and a shard of ice shoots out, and it just, in the same way that the fire engulfed much of the castle wall, a large, crystal of ice engulfs them both and shatters. Viscera everywhere.
The 2 minions who just walked in explode, and you can see the King Goblin just put his hands to his head and says, I really should have gotten stronger minions. The minions were up, but they are now dead, so we are now up to Meera.
All right. So the minions are all taken out, correct?
They are taken out. They are taken out to dinner, and the check is paid.
And Brother Kyle is attacking the king, right?
Both Kyle and Hogarth are within melee range, so you do have sneak attack on this.
These are the words I love to hear. So I sneak up to the king, like the sneaky little bitch that I am, and I pull my rapier, and I prepare to go for him non-lethally.
All right, roll to hit.
17.
Nice.
17 hits. You stab this guy. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And I get that extra D6, right?
Correct. And your extra D4 because you enchanted it. Don't forget. Don't forget when I give you cool shit, dude.
I forget. Okay, so here is first bit of damage. Then here comes another bit of damage.
Would you like to say the numbers, please?
8 plus 2, we got 10 plus 12, so 12 damage.
You take a stab, you hit him in his back calf. He lets out a groan as he grabs it. He looks over at you, and you see his eyes just start to go extremely bloodshot. You see that there is just a wild savageness in his eyes that you didn't really see in the other goblins. That being said, Hogarth, you are up next.
Yeah, I'm gonna step up to the plate with my great axe, and I'm gonna do some non-lethal attack style damage type things.
All right.
An 8. Yeah,
with an 8, he is just able to dodge out of the way as you swing horizontally. He kind of jumps back. His eyes are still fixated on Meera, though, just because of how pissed he is. Brother Kyle, you are up.
So after horrifically failing in the last attempt at punching him, I'm going to punch him again.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes, and non-lethally. Okay, come on, baby. Okay, that's plus 3. So I got a 14 and a 17.
The 14 misses, but the 17 hits.
Okay. So 1d4 plus 3. 5 damage.
Ooh, okay. You get a good hit on him on his side. He lets out a grunt and just goes, I hate this. I hate you all. You look, he is not quite bloodied, but he's definitely close. He is up next. He is going to use his regular actions first, and he is going to take a swing at Meera.
Rude.
And he rolls a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Meera, you are going to take 6 slashing damage,
Unacceptable.
and then he is going to use his villain action and say, you all aren't worth my time anyway. And he's going to use his movement speed to run away. Everyone who's next to him has a chance for an opportunity of attack.
I'm going to go to grapple him.
I want to punch him again.
And I'm going to try to kill him, or not kill him, but disable him lethally with my axe.
Okay, so I'm going to let them go first, because after they go, I'm going to try to grapple him.
That's fine. I was just about to suggest that.
Hogarth, you can go first.
It's a 17.
A 17 hits this guy.
Motherfucker. 7 on the raw roll, and then with the extra d4 with the cool enchantment, it comes out to a total of 14 damage.
You kind of slash at one of his Achilles tendons as he starts to run. He lets out a scream. Other Kyle, go ahead and make your attack.
So I want to punch him in the face. Do I get to do a bonus? I only get 1 punch?
Yeah, for the attacks of opportunity, you use your reaction, so it's just a single attack.
Okay. 8 doesn't hit.
It misses. You try and punch. He's able to run out of the way. Meera, as he is running, I'll let you use your opportunity of attack for a grapple instead. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Oh, shit. Athletics?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. 15.
15's not bad.
That's a pretty solid roll.
You see what would normally hit him. As you're trying to grapple him, you kind of get your hands around like his pot belly. Mm-hmm. He turns his head 180 degrees and his eyes just go straight red, and he lets out just a scream unlike any banshee or anything else you'd ever heard before, and he just rips your arms off of him as he runs loose.
I literally thought you were about to say he rips your arms off your body.
No. I'm not that mean.
I was like, holy shit. All right, cool. Yeah, well, I guess that didn't work.
For mechanic's sake, that was a legendary check where he could roll at advantage.
Got it. Okay. I'm going to shout, don't let him leave this room.
Tat, you are up next. You see him making a break for it. He still has about like 50 feet to the edge of the room.
Okay.
But you're up.
How far away am I from him right now? Like 30 feet?
Yeah, you're 30 feet away.
Okay,
yeah.
if that's the case, then I'm going to cast my final first level spell. I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and he's going to have to make a wisdom saving throw or fall prone.
Okay. He's going to burn his last legendary resistance to try and do this at advantage. It's a level 2 legendary resistance, so it's not like the real deal.
No, you're fine.
But he still fails.
Okay, so he falls
see, yeah, so you see like the red in his eyes that like kind of intimidated Meera a little bit. You see it all just goes away as his eyes turn back to normal, and he starts busting out laughing. He's falling on the floor, like crying, laughing, hitting the ground.
I guess that worked.
Yeah, that's your action. Do you have anything else you want to do?
I breathe a sigh of relief, and I'm like, guys, we should tie him up or something.
Meera, you are up next.
Yeah, I pull out my rope and I use my movement speed to get up to him, and I start trying to tie him up.
He's gonna try and like wiggle his way out. He is prone, but like he still realizes what's going on.
He's incapacitated though.
Oh, he's incapacitated?
Yeah.
Oh shit, then he can't do anything. All right, yeah. Meera, give me a sleight of hand check to see how good your knot is. Actually, give me that at advantage because Meera knows knot tying from like having been working on a ship for so long in her life.
That's going to be a 26.
Nice.
You skillfully tie him up and put him in on a nice, kind of like a nice little bow. He is still laughing uncontrollably, but he is now tied up. He is, initiative over. I mean, there's not much else you can do here.
As soon as he's tied up, I'm gonna break concentration so we can question him.
Okay.
Or like, I'm gonna stop thinking about the spell.
Sure.
And like just whatever.
As soon as you break concentration, he goes back to normal and says, No.
I pull out my rapier and I just put it right at like the tip of his pot belly. And I say, Goblin King, tell us where the hag resides.
The hag. Betty. The fact that you ask shows how little you know. She probably already has eyes on you right now.
So are you telling me that this whole island is her lair?
We're not on the island yet, though.
Ah.
No, the whole land she resides in. It's only a matter of time before she knows what happens here. She has eyes everywhere. Hogarth, roll a perception check at advantage.
Highest is a 22.
Miss Mittens is not in your ear right now.
Hogarth goes, oh shit. The cat is gone.
Meera just kind of like sighs, like she's not surprised.
Told you guys we should have sold her. You didn't listen.
I told you guys when we were making our way to...
That's
Never
enough,
mind.
guys. We don't need to fight about this. Let's get to the ship and get the fuck out of this place.
Yeah, I really don't think we should mess with this hag.
Let's kill this king first, but let's get the fuck
I
out of
plunge my rapier right through his belly right when she says, let's kill this king.
You're already too late.
Then I pull my sword out and I slice his head off.
Meera, I don't mean to interject or bash you at all, but would you consider yourself an alcoholic with poor impulse control?
I don't have impulse control! And as I say that, my hair like lights up.
Brother Kyle backs away and looks like he's about to cry.
And then she trudges her way to the ship.
Tot kind of follows closely behind, but I also really quickly go through and grab all the gold pieces that his,
Yeah.
he said he was sitting on that mount. I quickly kind of count through it.
Yeah, Meera can be moody and go into the ship while everyone else can like grab the stuff.
Is there anything on his corpse?
You look and you see that his like robes don't contain any pockets or anything. The only thing that looks valuable was his crown, and he had like kind of like a jeweled scimitar. Like it doesn't look magic or anything like that, but it just looks like it could be worth something.
Cool. We'll put him on the ship.
Okay. And as you guys are like collecting the coins, you find there are 176 copper pieces.
Okay.
There are 52 silver pieces.
Okay.
And there are 5 gold pieces.
Okay, so,
You don't have to distribute those right now if you don't want to.
Cool. I'll figure it out. Somehow all of those numbers were bad.
Meera, you walk in the ship, and let me describe what you're seeing. The front of the ship is like a bow. It has a rail, like it has a sloped up railing, which goes into 2 doors, which looks like is the main part of the ship. But there is also like a ladder that leads up to the upper deck, where the ballista is on top.
So it's kind of a sloop.
Yeah, it's similar to a sloop. Meera, I need you to tell me if you're going inside the actual ship or if you're inspecting the top level.
I'm just going to inspect the top level.
So let me explain a little bit about these ships. So Meera would know that in order, most of the pilots or ship actual people who like controlled and flew the ships had to be full casters, wizards, warlocks, sorcerers, the like, druids. It essentially works with you have spell slots, and the ship kind of amplifies the spell slots that you use. So like depending on like what kind of like spell slots you're using, that depends on like if you would be able to like get up and out of the atmosphere, or like get up and out of the actual like galaxy like sphere system that you would be in. You look and you see that the antenna that kind of provides like the conduit for this magic throughout the ship does appear to be slightly damaged to a point where the ship it would be able to get up and fly. However, it looks like it might need some repairs to the point where you won't be able to leave the actual system. So you could get off the moon, but you won't be able to get out the system without fixing this antenna.
How long do you think that'll take?
You definitely know you don't have the supplies to do that here on this moon. It's like professional work that you would need like a shipwright to do.
Got it. Are there maps or anything like that so I could see what is nearby in the system?
Not on the top level. So by this point, everyone else has gathered all of the coins and have made their way. They are stepping on the ship as well.
Okay, real quick, everyone except for Kyle.
Thank you.
Both Hogarth and Meera, you guys each have an additional 59 copper pieces, an additional 17 silver pieces, and an additional 2 gold pieces.
I'm going to take this moment to eat some beef jerky.
Okay.
And how does it,
you go.
healing-wise, how does that work?
2d4 plus 2, right?
Got it.
Correct.
So as we enter the ship, I would like to ask a question to the group, because I am a little scared after what had just occurred. How soon can we get off this off this planet?
Well,
Meera, you would know that it takes a caster with some spell slots to be able to get a thing moving. So just getting a ship like this up and out, like out of the atmosphere would require 2 first-level spell slots.
okay. And
I'm all burnt out right now. I can do it after a long rest, but hey, Space Jesus,
Yeah.
would it be possible to not leave the atmosphere, but just like get this ship flying after just like some mending stuff, and not even like leaving the atmosphere, literally just like get it out of this room and stuff, if like without any spell slots?
Yeah.
Like, could I just
Meera,
get my like innate cantrip ability,
Yeah, Meera, roll an Arcana check at advantage.
Oof, I don't know if I'm that good at those. 15.
With a cantrip ability, you would be able to get it up. So I'm just gonna tell you this just because it would be too much for me to tell Ashleigh and then her to tell you. But you would be able to get it up and flying, but usually in those situations, you would still be able to cast low-level spells while you're piloting the ship. If you do it this way, you would be able to get physically up and off the ground, but you would not be able to cast cantrips. So if like you get into like a combat situation, you wouldn't be able to fire bolt from the conductor.
I think that our best interest would be to just get off of the sand was really my priority. So that's possible. Okay, if that's the case,
Then we can get back to town.
yeah,
Everybody
Like,
get some
I
rest,
just
and we'll
wanna-
pick up what's her face,
Eleanor, and figure out what we're doing about this hag, if we are doing anything. Do we see Miss Mittens anywhere? I mean, I kind of figured not, but like, are there any
chance.
cat footprints? Figured I'd ask.
Whoever's best at whoever's best at survival, give me a check.
Probably not me.
Not me.
That's gonna be me. I'm at +3.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
me or we're both +3. So
Brother Kyle.
I'll take it. Let's get it.
go for it.
Come on, baby. 19.
Nice.
A 19.
Nice.
So you're looking around for tracks. You see at the very edge of the room, like you could tell as soon as Hogarth went down the stairs, this is when Miss Mitten slipped away, because that's when you can see the footprints. So you got to follow it back to the stairs. But you can see them leading out of the complex, starting to lead outside. That being said, you get like really close to the like edge of the walls, and you notice that it's really weird because when you guys were here before, like when you like before the fight started, you heard like noise and shuffling all around of like goblins running around. You don't hear any of that now.
Mm-hmm.
That's
We should get the fuck out of here, guys. Do we need to hold a vote, or is that
Nope.
unanimous?
unanimous. Get
No,
out.
That's unanimous.
Let's cheese it.
If that's the case, then Meera and I need to spend, I guess, probably a little bit of time casting the mending cantrip and everything to get it, flotation worthy, and then I'm gonna devote all of my magical spellcaster energy to just holding us aloft.
Okay. I actually need to describe what the inside of the ship is like first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
So,
really cool.
as you guys are walking in, you actually see that this was, you walk in and see that this was like definitely a lived-in ship, but it hasn't been touched in a very long time. A thick layer of dust coats everything, but you're looking around and you actually see pictures of a group of 3 hobgoblins who were an adventuring party. You search around the cabin and you find, little table sets. You find like a, kind of, destroyed because of how old it is, but bed. Everything hasn't been taken care of, but you can definitely tell that like this was an adventuring party of hobgoblins. You can tell that one was a fighter type, one was a spellcaster type, and one was a monk type. You look at a picture of the 3 of them, and you see, Brother Kyle, you notice this, and you look at the picture of the 3 of them, you see the monk has the ring that you have on your finger.
Oh, yeah, we killed these guys. We killed these guys.
No.
We
So
haven't killed any spellcasting goblins.
But it has my
that's
ring.
the thing. No, Kyle, you look at this. These hobgoblins are actually much taller than the goblins you've been fighting. The goblins are usually, these goblins are like 3 feet tall, have thick, like greenish yellow skin, with like a sharp jawline, whereas like these guys are much taller, like closer to y'all's like y'all's sizes of like 5 through like 6 feet. They have like very like they have, like the men have facial hair. The spellcaster woman has her like hair curled for the picture. These, you've never seen these people. And Meera, this is the first time you've ever like seen the inside of a hobgoblin ship before. So this is like,
Interesting.
you're walking through a museum right now.
Fascinating.
You're looking through the rooms. You find in the spellcaster's room, you find a iron rod that is shaped like a magic wand.
I'm gonna start ritual casting identify on that.
Cool. And then in the fighter's room, you actually find he had a longsword and a shield. The shield is not a regular shield, though. It is like a metal version of like a ship's wheel, but essentially like kind of like an improvised shield. But as you pick up this weapon, it radiates. You sense like a type of magical energy off of this weapon. It's slick. It has a jet black handle with like a very like clean looking stainless steel. It almost has like As you look at it, you think it's a trick of your eyes, but every time you look at it, it has like an extra like white beam that like shoots down it for a second, like almost like a sun glare, but like you're not in the sun. So,
After I'm done casting Identify on the thing, if Hogarth would like me to, I can cast Identify on the shield.
Yeah, he'll probably take you up on that.
Okay, cool.
So
I just sit in the spellcaster's room.
Yeah, so I'll explain what you got. After you cast Identify on the magic wand, this is a wand called a Frostfire wand. It has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to spend one of its charges to cast Burning Hands or Fog Cloud from it using your spell save DC. It regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn.
Okay.
And then you identify the sword as a sword of siphoning. This sword absorbs energy from living creatures and transfers it to the wielder. When you attack a creature with the weapon and roll a natural 20 on the attack, the target takes an extra 1d6 necrotic damage if it is not a construct or an undead. From this, you gain 3 temporary hit points.
That's super nice.
That could be useful for Hogarth.
Is there anything weird about the shield, or is the shield just a shield?
Yeah, the shield is...
The shield's made of shield.
You can tell that there is like you can tell that there is a magical energy like from it, and as Tat is casting Identify on it, you can sense that like there is some kind of ability within this shield, but for whatever reason it's has some kind of like magical lock on it.
Right on.
Hogarth, if you want to spend like a little bit of downtime like looking through the hobgoblin's stuff, you'll be able to find a clue on what the next steps to take are into activating the shield.
Okay, sounds good. Meanwhile, I'm going to say that Hogarth kind of taps Brother Kyle on the shoulder, and they kind of get off the ship, and they're just sort of like paying really close attention to see if there are any more goblins that end up showing up while Tat and Meera fix the ship.
My fists are ready.
Tat and Meera, you spend a couple minutes fixing the ship. Hogarth and Kyle, you're standing outside, and no goblins come in.
Can you, I mean, not that it would be super obvious. Can we smell the smoke still from the right wall?
You smell a little bit of smoke, but it's not as thick as it was before.
Okay.
Well, in spite of the fact that no goblins have yet come, we continue to wait for goblins and just see if the ship gets fixed.
Yeah, so going back inside the ship, you guys, it takes you all about an hour to, kind of get everything back fixed to where it would be flyable. Go ahead and everyone take a short rest if you need to. Tat, you and Meera, as you're finally fixing things up, you walk to the very back of the ship. You kind of climb up onto the top level of the ship. There's like a room right underneath the upper deck.
Mm-hmm.
And you see there is a window that goes all around. You can see everything around the ship. But there is an iron throne which sits just in the middle of that room. It's the only thing in this room. Meera, you would recognize this as the helm that the caster would sit in.
We should get Hogarth and Kyle aboard before I sit there,
Yes.
I presume. And I'm
Yes.
clearly, Tat's very kind of freaked out a little bit by this, but we gotta get off this planet somehow, so if that means spending some juju, then that's what it's gonna be.
Yes, go and get them.
Okay, so I pop back out to the main deck, and I'm like, Hogarth, Kyle, y'all, we should blow this fortress out of the sky and get out of here.
Agreed.
So
This place is not...
we jump on the ship.
Okay, so I go back down to the foredeck and very reluctantly I sit down in this metal iron chair and focus my casting magic energy.
Okay, so you do focus your casting?
Yeah.
Okay. Who all is in the room? Is everyone kind of watching Tat while this is happening?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You see Tat kind of sit down somewhat comfortably in the chair, and then you see her hands grip the armrests on the chair, and her eyes roll in the back of her head, and then they close. Tat.
Okay.
We are going to open up to you opening your eyes, sitting in the same chair, in the same room. You can see the ship and everything all around it, but none of your friends are next to you. Instead, you hear a voice. Ugh, you're finally back. It's been so long. I can't believe you would take this long when you look and see that there is a robed hobgoblin, who is, you can tell it's a female.
Do I recognize it from the pictures?
Yes,
Okay.
this is you recognize this as the spellcaster
Gotcha.
from the ship.
Okay.
And she says, "Oh my goodness! I never thought I'd see you again. You're not Flogrid. Who are you?"
Friend spellcaster, I believe that there may be a magical phenomena here, but I am not of your time and you are not of mine. But unfortunately, this ship has come into both of our hands, and I am trying to help my allies get out of it. Where am I?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm Flogrid? No. You must have me mistaken. I am the ship.
Oh, well then.
I represent the ship. My last owners named me the Iron Wolf. And I guess I thought they would.
Unfortunately, I believe your friends may not have survived outside of your tender embrace. My name's Tot, and I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
You can see that she kind of like lowers her head a little bit, just kind of solemnly, and says, Flogrid was a good pilot.
Then I will be a better one.
She kind of laughs and says, okay, well, here's to new acquaintances, I guess. And she holds her hand out.
I take it
for a shake.
and shake her hand and try and seem as comfortable with the situation as possible, but I'm not.
She kind of blinks a couple times and lets go of your hand and says, okay, well, it seems like there are a couple of other life forms on the ship. I don't recognize them as hobgoblin or goblinoid bodies. Are they with you?
Yes, that would be my captain and the rest of the crew. We will treat you with kindness.
If that's the case, she snaps her fingers and boom, Tat, your friends appear back around you. But so is the representation of the Iron Wolf. All of you now have this magical visage of a hobgoblin woman wearing robes. Appears to be a type of spellcaster. And she looks around at all of you and says, hey, welcome to the Iron Wolf.
I'm going to be honest, this is
Hello.
like the fifth most terrifying thing I've seen in the last
Still not the strangest thing I've seen this week.
Oh, yes, I agree with Hogarth.
Tat, just so we're mechanically clear on how this works, while you are piloting the ship, you are not able to, like, stand up or, like, move around or anything. You have to stay in the seat.
Gotcha.
You have to stay in the seat focused on your stuff. But you can still, like, talk to people and, like, you're aware of what's around you. As you are in the captain's chair, or the pilot's chair, so to speak, you no longer feel your physical body. It feels like you have your nerve endings extend to, like, the ship itself.
Damn, that's really fucking cool. Okay, cool. So if that's the case, then can I, with my new ship senses, does it feel like everything's ready enough that I could take this beast to the sky?
The representation of the Iron Wolf looks around at all of you and says, thanks for fixing me up. That's why I didn't reject you all immediately. You wanted to do some good, I guess. We're good to go. Tell you what, this is definitely going to be a me and Tot thing on me teaching her how to do this, but which one of you is taking charge around here?
That would be me. That'd be me right here. Hi, Meera, Captain Meera Bane. Nice to meet you. I hold out my hand.
She shakes it, but this is just a magically produced visage, so it just goes right through, and she goes, "Oh, right, sorry."
That's fine.
Well, listen, if you're captain, you're better off staying here in the bridge. You can either stay. I would recommend you either stay here in this room so you can talk to the pilot, or you can just pop up on the top, get a better view of things, maybe activate the ballista if you want. But you two, she looks at Kyle and Hogarth, and says, we need you to trim the sails.
Trim the what?
Trim the sails.
Hogarth says, come on, Kyle. If this is anything like a regular ship, I can teach you.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
The lot of you get ready. Hogarth shows Kyle how to trim the sails. At this point, Meera, what are you going to do?
I'm actually going to go up to the ballista.
Okay. You take your spot at the top of the bridge, and the representation of the ship looks at you, Tat, and says, "All right, are you ready?"
I suppose I will never be more ready than I am in this instance. Help me get her up, get you up.
All right. Take a deep breath and just move up. Meera, behind you, you see the control rod, the conductor rod starts to hum with a magical arcane energy. Tat, you feel yourself lift off the ground, just slowly but surely, a little shakily. The representation of the ship says, "Okay, now just forward and then up."
Follow her instructions.
As you start to will it with your mind, you feel yourself move forward. You're flying. You start to fly slowly, but accelerating more and more through this cave. As you almost make your way out, you feel one of your four legs on the left side kind of cracks up against the wall and says, "Nope, it's okay. Don't worry. Just learning curves. It's okay." You correct yourself and you fly up and you see the mountain in front of you. You pull up as hard as you can. You see the sea below you and the sky above you, and you start flying around the atmosphere, and you turn back towards the east and you make your way back towards the Dwarven village, and you fly low across the sands. You're cruising at a low to mid altitude when all of a sudden you feel winds start to knock you off your course a little bit, drifting to the left, drifting to the right. The Iron Wolf says, "This is weird. These are really heavy winds. What's going on?"
From Meera's point at the ballista, she narrows her eyes and she starts thinking about what the King Goblin said about the hags. This is her land. She is the land. Can she make a perception check or something like that?
No need. You see a huge sandstorm start out of nowhere like that. Winds are blowing Tat back and forth, and in front of you, you see a regular-sized humanoid figure silhouetted by the sands, and you just hear a cackle. And that's where we'll end our session today. All right. Thank you all for listening to our episode this week. Guys, by the way, level up.
Wow!
Oh, yay.
Wow!
That's big for me. That's big.
Y'all ain't ready for the stealth that's about to happen.
Ooh, level 2 spell slots, guys.
Yes.
I get to do my monastic traditions when I get to commit myself to one of the, like, the way of the open hand, the way of the shadow, like, way of 4 elements. I get to do deflecting
Way of the
missiles.
drunken master.
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah, Nate, let me send you the subclasses, but Drunken Master is one of them.
I would love that.
But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for listening to our episode this week. We will our next episode will be on Thursday, January 14th. That's so funny recording that. Yeah, follow us on Instagram. Our lovely Ashleigh runs our Instagram page, D in Deepspace. Give it a follow. Give us some likes. Laugh at our memes. Not ours.
Seize the
but you know what I
memes
mean.
of production.
Yeah.
Seize the memes of production. Everyone wrap us up. Ashleigh, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at ashleigh.a.smith and on Twitter at Ashleigh_AN_97.
All right. Mitch?
Yeah, you can find me at Mitch Woodson on Twitter, or you can find me in real life wherever I happen to be.
Nate?
You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram at McNipply, McNipply. Or if you want to find my real person, Nathan_Rivard99 on Instagram.
Sounds good. Tena?
If you want to contact me, you can simply crack the code to Linear B. Beyond that, Twitter apparently is at Roger C. Rogers, spelled normal.
Oh, you're actually giving us something this time?
Yeah, it's a private account, but if you want to follow me, I tweet about. I retweet Charlie. I have 4 followers, and I'd like 5. So reach out.
All right. She's being very specific about who she takes. So.
Yeah, I'm a discerning citizen.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening to our episode this week. We will catch you around next time. See ya.
Woo.
Bye.